Hello and welcome to Mudlarking from Home After Hours edition. I want to show you my bone collection. So I didn't have a object submission for today's video, so I decided to have some wines and talk to you about my favourite bones. I'm mildly obsessed with the bones that you can find on the foreshore of the River Thames. They are really ubiquitous down there. They're one of the commonest finds, and I think a lot of people overlook them. But they're fascinating to me, and you can go to places where so many are deposited on the shore that you could legitimately call it a bone beach. And what I love is, there are ways to roughly date a lot of these without getting into carbon dating, such as the state of decay or colorization. But to my eye, I can't distinguish them. And what we have is just centuries and centuries of London's tanneries, slaughterhouses, meat markets, taverns, all the way up to tables in the Tudor palaces. So I could grab a handful of bones from one of these places. They're not, you can't tell from where you find them necessarily when or where they're from, because the river sorts things by size and weight and tends to deposit things together that are similar objects regardless of their age. So I could just pick up a small handful of bones and just there could be something in there from King Henry VIII's banqueting table. There could be something in there from a Victorian boneyard. I don't know. And that's sort of frustrating and delightful at the same time. And I have a few that I want to talk about. Here is my only skull so far. I hope you can tell this is not a real human skull. This is also a find from the river, but it's plaster. I'm assuming it's a Halloween decoration, but it felt like a good place to put some of the other bones. Anyway, so this is my only real skull. This is Kittiwake, I believe, and it's just really beautiful and delicate, and I love it. I have a bowl of teeth here, just horrible old teeth. A lot of these will be sheep or pigs' teeth. I have some bigger ones that come from cows and horses. This is quite a special find. This is the tip of a boar's tusk. So that might have been the sort of higher end of bone waste of its time. But then you get lovely bits of sheep's teeth that are worn down. And I have some jawbone bits. This from a deer, and this one is from a sheep. It says trans rights on it because I was very upset about TERFs that day and decided to write a message on a bone. Another favourite kind of bone that I have are ones that have marks like this on them, and this is another sort of mystery thing, because it could be from butchery, but it could also be, who knows, someone was testing the sharpness of something, or was it meant to be a decorative piece that went wrong and was discarded. I have a few more. Here's one of my biggest bones. It also has some nice little marks on it, and it just makes them all of them obviously interacted with humans, but there's something special about seeing individual marks and wondering who made that. How was their day? I have bones that will probably turned into tools of some kind. This one, I've put some string in it to demonstrate. Like, I'm not sure what it was for, but clearly someone had made a mechanism for it to do something. It's kind of maddening and delightful at the same time. What were you? And that's just a little tour of some of my bones. And if you'd like to know more about particular bones, or have bone questions, please ask me. If you'd like to nominate a bone or any other object, please DM me. I'm doing videos about objects in my collection in exchange for donations to the Haringey Migrant Centre, the QTI POC Hardship Fund, or a local migrant fund or organisation that's doing work to help people in this crisis. So if you have one nearer to you that you want to support, yes. So yeah, just a little tour of some bones. I obviously always try to think about ways to connect my find to queer history. And a question I've asked is, how do I queer my bones? And I don't know the answer, I just think it's a fun question. So if you have any thoughts about queering bones, then I would love to hear them. I'm going to stop now because this has been a very unstructured ramble. But thank you, cheers, and I hope you are okay.